What is going on, everyone? I am back with 6 helmets now, and every one of them has a stand. I still haven't printed the Dare helmet. That is also a 7th helmet. And I have another Chief helmet and the Infinite helmet that I don't have the file like this, but I have the file I can make like this. I just never downloaded it. So that'll be, what, 8? And I'm going to start grabbing every helmet I can find online, even multiplayer helmets. Maybe it matches the one you have. I just want to add a big collection so, there's something for everyone. Now, you can buy these. They come unpainted and unsanded. They're 125 bucks plus shipping, which is probably, I'm just going to say, around 30 bucks. And the reason why I say that, even though it's small, is because I don't know the actual cost. Now, the only comparison I have, the closest thing or the smallest thing I've shipped ever that is similar, I don't want to say similar in size, but at least this Grunt in general is it's a little bigger than the helmet and stand, but it did include this stand that went with it. It cost 40 bucks to ship this, just so you can see the back of it. It cost me $40 to ship something basically exactly like this to Connecticut from Florida. So I am just assuming that those helmets are probably going to be less, but at the same time, I sell a lot of stuff to the West Coast in California and that area, Nevada. For some reason, Colorado, it just seems that's weird. But that would likely cost more than 30 bucks. So it's just the distance. As soon as you cross like the Mississippi River, it just gets way more expensive. And again, I can't say for certain, but I think that's probably going to be a fair price, so that, you know what, so maybe I'll win some, I guess, if you want to call it that, and probably lose some. And I'll just be flat out honest. I always lose, especially when I ship the Arbiter in Chief. It's always way more than the shipping cost, but it's okay. I want to make sure the shipping price that I have is fair for everybody, including, me. It doesn't matter. I just want y'all to, enjoy your stuff that you get from me. That's the truth. So, and I'm gonna offer these. What's gonna happen if they're available right now for $125 plus shipping. So it'd be like $155 with shipping. I think that's probably gonna be the price, including shipping. And then if somebody wanted one painted, probably throw like $100 onto that price. I think that's fair, considering I'll have to sand it, prime it, spray it, do the mask, do all the details, and then make it look like somebody threw it down the street. So, I mean, it's probably a fair price. It could possibly be higher, but I don't think that's going to happen. Meaning, I think I'll probably end up charging like $225 plus shipping to paint one of these the way I paint. So if you want to know how I paint, just look through my videos. You could look here, you could look there, you can check out that, see those. I don't know what else to say. If it's not good enough for you, then you know what? Buy one that's not painted, and let's see what you can do. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I would love to post people's work on my website. I think that would be freaking amazing to, share in the happiness, I suppose you want to call it that. And that would be cool. But so, anyway, hopefully you like these choices you have right now. If you're interested, before I list them, all you gotta do is send me a message, and I can print them and get them out to you. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but the Haunted helmet had an issue printing. So when I print these for somebody, here's the deal, and this goes with anything I work on, there can be problems. Occasionally there's a problem with the printing, so I can't do anything about that. You get, like, for example, on the plate there was the Haunted helmet, there was the Chief's helmet and 4 stands. Everything came out great, but the Haunted helmet had an issue on it, and I have no idea why. It just can happen. So, and then sometimes I'll print an entire Master Chief on one plate if I do it on the big printer, and there's no issues. It's like, what are you gonna do? So that happens. Look, I have a customer right now, this Arbiter. When I put his head on, I glued it and I let it, I don't know what happened, but it had a huge space and I tried to get it out and it broke by the peg, or the key. So I had to reprint and paint the head. Now I had to tell the customer because it should have been done. Well, look, I've been, to be honest, not one customer has ever complained on the time it takes me to do it. Some things overrun a little bit. Some things are done early. It's just how it goes. I try to give an estimated time. I try to stick to it, but sometimes you get super busy. Shit happens, but I always try to keep everybody informed. So now at this point, this will be done. I think that, it had to be done. Like I said, nothing you could do. So that's just with anything I do. If there's a problem, you'll be the first to know if you're the buyer. I do not like to just keep people wondering if as long as I, can get a hold of you or whatnot. But I can tell you this right now, there's not one person I've ever dealt with that can say that I didn't go out of my, I don't want to say go out of my way, but I did everything I could to make sure they were informed, happy, and that their product was the best I could do. So that's a good thing. And that's why I'm saying with these, if there's a problem with your print, I'll have to let you know and I'll reprint it. Not a problem. But yeah, so these are, I really like the way they came out. I've got a lot of compliments on the stands. I honestly didn't expect that. It's just some idea that I came up with. As a matter of fact, I came up with it as I was making the stand. I didn't even have a plan. So, this one is the old stand. So, but it is pretty neat, and again, you can turn them and you can make your favorite look of the stand face forward. Maybe you like the raised ones in the front, as you can see, they're all facing a different way. And that's what you can do. You can line these up with your collection, make a little shelf and collect them all and paint them, That's why, like I said, I don't think that's a bad price, $125 plus shipping, and to add these to your collection, you could buy them all, and throw them on your shelf there, and then take pictures so we could all see them. That's the idea behind it. So anyway, I just wanted to show what I got, and again, I'm going to add the Dare helmet and whatever else I can get a hold of, and I will likely, every time I do a new one, I will just make a little video here, and then it'll just pop on the website. So I can't wait to get these, take the photos of these so I can paint them all if I can find time. That's also another problem. But all right, everyone, don't forget to like, follow, share, and if you know anybody who loves Halo, show them these. Maybe you can order them together. You can order it for your friend, your husband, your wife. I don't know who's the Halo fan in the house, so your kids or whatnot. So all right, everyone, peace.